Hello viewers, welcome to Mojo for Industry, and today we are going to meet the management of Schmersal. Schmersal is a widely renowned company when it comes to safety solutions. So to start with, Ambros, how significant is the Indian market for Schmersal's business?
India is a common market and already existing market. So we set up our factory already in 2008 in India because we saw the potential in the market, and even nowadays we use the Indian market, our legal entities here in India, as a local hub and a global hub. So we see a huge potential in the next 10 years for Indian markets.
So Mr. Sagar, you represent Indian market for Schmersal in India. How do you see the role of Indian market for your global contribution?
India is a growing market for the safety business. So definitely we started on a very low base, but you can see now Schmersal has a good sizable revenue, a good sizable turnover, and I can say it is quite a sizable part of the overall Schmersal Group now with the numbers what it is contributing.
Started in 2007, now celebrating 15 years in India. What are the long and short term objectives you have for the Indian market in mind?
Of course, we want to grow like everybody who does business. And of course, we want to also focus more and more on the local customers, because as Sagar said before, in the first days in our market here in India, we are focused on global customers because the awareness for safety was not existing. Nowadays, the awareness is going around the country, and also the government here in India is now aware how important safety is. So we're helping the government to set up some standard norms in safety. And of course, this will be also bringing awareness to smaller customers, local customers.
So when you say that Schmersal in India wants to grow, could you be very specific about the areas where you see the expansion as well as the growth prospects?
Production-wise, so output-wise, we want to, in the next 5 years, more or less double production. But on the other side, it's nowadays not only about the component, not only the hardware, also service-wise. You see, we have a special branch which we call technicum, which is safety consulting, learning, training, integration, and engineering. Of course, here we can reach out to Indian customers with a helping hand. And we see there's a demand because the awareness of safety is growing. And therefore, we try to double also our service unit.
For the past couple of years or so, you are actually aggressively promoting the idea of Technica. How do you see the acceptance as of now?
The acceptance from the industry is very tremendous, and in fact we have a very good business from Technica. This is because it has actually hit the core of what the people are looking for. People are looking for safety. And safety is just not taking a component and putting it on a machine. It's a lot of engineering, in selection, in designing, in deciding the levels of safety. So the Technicum, which is a division which offers services in terms of trainings, in terms of assessments, in terms of the parameters of how to do the correct integration and implementation, has got a very good response from the customers.
Yeah, while talking at the press conference, you were talking about the taking Technicum to the next level, as well as putting significant impact on the R&Ds, using your Indian resources as well as expanding the resource hub as well. So, what exactly your investment commitment for that particular area?
As I said, right. So we want to minimum double, so staff-wise, right. Also, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, we will travel around here in India looking for new real estate investments because we are growing. You see, we started with this office 5 years ago now, right? And now we already reached the capacity. So therefore, I'm here to do some real estate investments, to go back to my shareholder, our shareholder, to say, hey, we want to invest in properties for minimum 200, 250 people to grow here in Poland. And this is a strong commitment already by Schmersal.
So apart from making India the kind of knowledge hub for Schmersal business, would you like to make India a manufacturing hub in the times to come?
It is already. Most of the people are not aware. See, have a look at what government doing. So Make in India is already a big part of us, right? So as I said before, right? Yes, we started our factory 15 years ago as a young firm, one of the first guys in safety, because everybody was a bit frightened to go to India because safety is such rocket science. If people are not able to, but we believe in the potential of India, and for us, the social responsibility is huge. To develop the people, to train the people, so people should enjoy what they do, right? And therefore, we see that the people in India, the culture of people here in India is proactive. They're open-minded, they're well-educated, they want to do something, they want to be an entrepreneur, so we help the people.
Right. So when we talk about Schmersal, we believe that it delivers one global quality. So what kind of exports you have as of now, and what is the percentage of localization?
We do believe in one quality, because if you see the products which are manufactured in any Schmersal brand,
Right.
be it India, China, Brazil, they have got the same global approvals. So no product is different. One product can easily replace with all the approvals and all the other products. If you talk of the exports, we have about 20% of our business which is in exports, and we are very confident that this will keep on increasing to a big extent. In terms of localization, we have many products which are designed in India, and they have been developed and locally sourced here in India. So in many products we have localization as high as 96 or 100% already.
So when you met your representative during the last Automation Expo in Mumbai, we could see that you have launched a couple of solutions for factory safety. So are you going to launch any new product if you have in pipeline something?
If you see from our basket, we have new solutions which are coming up. It's basically making the products from Schmersal are already at a very high end. What we are talking to customers is to utilize the full potential of those sensors, the devices. You know, we have what we demonstrated in the automation exhibition, and what we are talking more of the solutions is to get the data from these sensors onto the cloud and use it for analytics for the betterment of the productivity and the processes.
So there are a couple of questions which are related to again Industry 4.0. That's the talk of the town. So how Schmersal relates to that, and what kind of product and services you are offering in that particular domain, and how do you see the preparedness of Indian industry in terms of accepting Industry 4.0 standard?
You see, first of all, this Industry 4.0 is just a buzzword created by some marketing guys. So for us, the biggest vision or mission, let's talk about mission, is to tell the customer what they can do with the data and what the kind of benefit they have of the data. Because nowadays, so memory space is cheap, right? So, and at the moment, people and customer are lost because they are getting so much content and data, and we have to help our customer to focus on the right data/content to have added value to the firm, talking about performance, right, optimization, talking about reviews, or talking about KPIs. For us, it's more important that the customer understands how important data and content is today, and to focus on which data, and this really depends by customer needs. So we help to clarify what kind of needs he really has, because most of the customer, if you ask him, first of all, they are not willing to pay for it, and secondly, they are lost in data.
Schmersal, what are the three commitments you have for Indian market, and I will be asking him what are the key deliverables you are going to make for Schmersal in the short term.
150% trust in the Indian market, investments, what are needed, in growth potential. And maybe it's Roy for totally support from our global family firm.
What are the three things you are going to deliver?
Actually, not three things. We just have one clear message from the Schmersal Group and the family that although we are selling solutions, our major aim is to reduce the number of accidents which occur here, so that the people go home safe and we have happy families back at home. So we focus on this one aim predominantly to make the workplaces safer, and all our efforts, it's 2, 3, 4, it will be directed towards having safer families back at home.
So it was great talking to the management of Schmersal, and we hope they are able to make all the workplaces across the world safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, all the pleasure, guys.
For more updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon.